and move to the hand. When I am multiplying, one negative makes things negative all day long, even on Sunday, right? One negative makes things negative, two negatives makes things positive. So should my answer on problem 2 end up being positive or end up being negative? Okay. Right. And one negative makes things negative when we're multiplying, right? Great. Perfect. Yes. Remember we went through when we were evaluating, odd gives me a negative answer, even gives me a positive answer, right? All right, what about number 3? Oh my goodness. The way y'all are looking, and I look at you and just look. 8/12. What divides both 8 and 12? 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is, so 8/12 becomes 2/3. What happens to m divided by m? Isn't it exactly the same thing, m divided by m? When I divide something by itself, what do I always get? Even if it was pi? 1. So that's just a 1 going through there. And what about this right here? Is that n to the second over n? Is that this situation here? Is that here? What about, is that here? Which one is it? Okay, so what did I do with that 5 and 2? Subtract. So what are you going to subtract here? 2 minus 1, which is going to give me 1. So this is just n. Okay? What does that negative exponent say? What's the word? Inverse. Gotta flip. So, who am I going to move up there? 8, 4? Why don't you slow down and look at it before? We don't get no points for answering it first. We get points for answering correctly, but we don't get any points for answering it first. Right? So, what about 4/8? Does that reduce? What goes into both a 4 and an 8? Alright. So what's 4 divided by 4? And what's 8 divided by 4? Alright. 8 to the negative 3. What do I have to do with those negatives? Flip it. So that 8 to the negative 3 needs to go to the bottom, and b to the 1 is going to stay up top. Alright, a to the 4 is going to stay at the bottom, and b to the negative 5 goes up top. Again, we are in 8th grade now. The teacher isn't going to keep on and keep on and keep on beating a dead horse until you decide you're going to try to learn it. We've taught it. We're getting ready to test on it. It's on you to make sure you've got it. If you do not, then you get your hand up and start talking to me. You got to make sure you get what you need. Yes, sir. Good. Yes? All right. On what? This part right here. Anytime you have a negative, flip it over. How do you know you flip it over? Because it's an inverse, and that's the definition of inverse. Like when you see a plus sign, you know you got to add them, right? When you see a plus sign and you say 3 plus 4, you got to do 1, 2, 3 plus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me 7. When you see that plus symbol, you know you got to add, right? So when you see an exponent that has a negative in front of it, you know you've got to flip it over every time. That's something new. You guys have not dealt. You've dealt with exponents before, but you've never dealt with negative exponents. That's something new, but now you've been given that information, and you are going to have to be the one to make sure you do whatever it takes that it sticks up there whenever you see that negative. All right, let's get homework out, please. Yeah, homework. You had even. You have 0 for that paper because it's in your folder instead of turned in. Okay. Yes, you were supposed to turn it back in. Sure. All right, we're going to have to stop turning in that homework early. All right, number 18. 4n to the second over 2n to the negative 1. Who moves? Who's going to move? Does the 4 have a negative exponent on it? So this guy right here with that negative exponent, it's down in the downstairs, it's down there in the denominator, so it's got to move. So I'm going to say 4n to the second times n to the 1. Once it moves, it becomes positive over 2. What is 4 divided by 2? All right, now look at what you got left. Where does that fit on the board? On 1, 2, 3, or 4? N to the second times n to the first. Which one of those situations does it fit in? Add. So I have 2 times n to the 2 plus 1 n to the third power. 18. All right, 20. why do you think we got something different? Yep. 2 times n to the third power.
When you came with what we got, you wrote something totally different.
What'd I write?
You wrote 6 over 1.
Okay, I wrote 6 over 1 because do we need a 1 up under that? No, it's just like if we have a whole number, like 6 over 1. I don't need that 1, do I? So I was talking to you about you did not need that 1. All right, number 20. Who's going to move? Into the -4. What's that number in front of n to the -4? That other number, Miss Eldridge, Mr. Farrar taught you about last year. 1. Right? So when I move that n to the 4th to the bottom, I still have a 1 in my numerator. 2 n to the 4th. And then I have another n to the 4th because I had to move that 1 down. All right. Am I on the first, second, third, or fourth situation here? Second. Do you see a parentheses in there?
First.
So what should I do with this 4 and that 4? Add them. So I have 2 n to the 4 plus 4 gives me 8. All right. Let's slow down and think about what we're doing for our answers here. Number 22, I have 4 x times 3x to the -4. When I don't have a fraction, where am I at? If I there's no fraction going on, is this 6 a numerator or a denominator? Is that whole number 6? Is it a numerator or a denominator? Yeah, just an example. Numerator, because if I made it look like a fraction, I'd put a 1 underneath, right? So if I made this whole thing look like a fraction, I'd put a 1 underneath. Now, who am I going to move? Gotta go downstairs, right? So I have a 4, a 3, an x, and I have x to the 4th down here. So 12 x, 1, 2, 3, 4 x's down here. I can never have the same letter. If I have more than one of the same letter, guys, then I know I'm not in simplified form. What can I cancel? So I've got 12 over x to the 3rd power. All right. Where are we at? 24. 2 times n to the -4 times n to the 4th. We've done the same problem over and over. Who am I going to move? So 2 n to the 4 over n to the... Now do I need to expand them out? Aren't they exact same things right there? When I divide something by itself, when I divide anything by itself, even pi, What do I get? 1. So what's 2 times 1? Alright. M to the negative 4, n to the second times 4, m to the negative 1, n to the third. Yes, sir. After Des gets back? I'm sorry. Right. Alright. Who's moving downstairs? So that means I have a 4, n to the second times n to the third, m to the fourth times m to the 1. I'm not done because I still have those same letters showing up more than once. 4, what? And slow down. Look at what you're really looking at. What is talk to me about these questions, guys. If you don't know where these are coming from, what do you learn from the answers? I mean, I could take every homework assignment, give you every answer. You turn them all in and you got all hundreds. How are you going to do on the test? You don't learn anything from answers. And I don't know what you don't know until you start talking to me. Alright. 28. What is that right there? That u to the 0 power. Any and every number in the world raised to the 0 power is a 1. 1. Everybody says 0. 1, 1, 1, 1. V to the second times u to the third times v to the negative 3. All right. What's my first move going to be? How am I going to set this up?
The negative
All right. So I have 2 v to the second, u to the third in my numerator. And I have v to the third in my denominator. I've got 2 v's up here and 3 v's. So how is that going to cancel out? 2u to the third over all right. You need this scratch paper to work out any problems you want to work out. You need a marker or a highlighter. You need this scoreboard. Anybody want to save a tree? You want a piece of scratch paper? It's rescue paper. Miss Graham rescued it. You can can use this to work any problems out that you want to. Pass back papers. Alright. Did Dre get one? Where? Yep, I'm not waiting on anybody. We're not going to. Xavier, hit allow for me, please. Up at the board. I'm not sure if it's still working or not. Okay. Now, you see on your scoreboard. Every emoji is worth so many points. So in the block that we find the emoji in, we're going to put down our answer and how many points it's worth. Okay? Which one should we pick first?
That big one. Pick the rat.
Yeah.
That's a mouse.
I see that thing big on the
No, it is not. A rat is like this with a big long tail. A mouse is like that. That is
But
not
it's
the same.
also, it's also.
Alright, so this is in block, where's the mouse at?
Is
8. So this is in block 8. In block 8, we're going to write 500 points. Now, look at that problem. Am I here under my product rule? Am I here under my power rule? Am I here under my quotient rule? Okay, so what should I do? Subtract. 8.
I got the answer already.
Is it funny?
Okay, I don't.
It's funny how number 8 is us working on.
I gotta solve it in there.
You got scratch paper if you want to like work it all out. In the box, I should see the answer and the number of points. Okay? All right, going back. Now, I want somebody else, please, to come up and choose what we're going to do next. All right, we're going caveman. Caveman is problem 14. So we're going to block 14. Ooh, caveman is 1,000 points. Caveman is 1,000 points. We're in block 14. All right, where do you think I'm at? Am I here under product? Here under power? Am I under quotient? Am I under inverse?
You're in the block too. The power multiplier.
Really?
It's,
You don't see that negative exponent?
it's
Oh,
inverse.
it's inverse. It's the inverse.
But what is it?
Maybe I need to cut that to 500 points instead of. Yeah. Now there's 2 ways you can answer this. I'll take either one, but know that there is 2 different ways. You'll get there.
But we're supposed to find out.
You'll get there right now. Just answer your questions. Going back, somebody else come and pick one for me. Now, when I ask you a question, try to actually answer instead of just trying to be gimme. Alright, we're going cowboy. We're going cowboy. The cowboy is in block 4. Block 4, and we're worth 100 points.
Oh,
This one again. 2 ways you can answer this. To what?
it's a negative 2 with exponent.
What's a multiple?
Yes. Negative 2 is an exponent. In the end, we'll get there. Alright. Going back. We answered this one. Alright. Xavier, come on. Alright, the ninja. Ninja is problem 13. Go to box 13, please. And it is 500 points. 500 points in block 13. Where do you think we're at? Alright. It is on the board. Did you really just do calculator for 7 minus 5?
Is it okay? Serious, my brother? Is it okay if some of them have the
I
same
gotta start taking calculators away.
Is it okay if some of them have the same answer?
I don't think we have gotten anybody with the same answer yet. Alright, and again, 2 ways to answer that.
Oh,
Alright, where are we going? Alright, Wyatt?
This is my knowledge.
Alright, the brick wall is problem 18. So we are in problem 18 and it is 500 points. 500 points. We got it? Yeah. Few more minutes. Few more seconds. Not minutes, seconds. Alright, who's going up to pick the next one? Alright, Destiny, hit back first for me, please. Hey, oops, right. Is that rainbow?
It's the cat.
No. The cat. Cat is number 1. Cat is number 1. Don't be mean to that 2. That 2 is not to be excluded. He is inside of that parentheses. Be nice. What is the exponent on that 2? Mm-hmm.
We get points off the blue and white.
Smaller ones.
Hey.
Is that even a word?
We got this one. Logan, turn around, please. Alright. Who is next? Jorian is next. He wants to come up and pick one.
There's no thing for rainbow flag. If I would.
number 6. Woo!
Oh,
You
yeah,
would.
that should be a.
You really have to
One thing at a time.
Is that was number 12?
That is 6. What is 4 to the third divided by 4 to the second?
Oh, what? Oh, no.
So it's divided.
And now 4?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Did you say divide?
Just right.
Isn't every fraction a division problem?
Oh, yeah.
So when you're dividing, what are you supposed to be doing with your exponents? I mean, it's on the board. I do not know.
Exactly.
What's 2 to the 4th divided by 2 to the 4th? What? Going back.
No.
I gave you scratch paper to work these out. If you just want to expand it all out, cancel it, and work with what's left.
I'm so wrong, but I'm so
When we're using our property rules, that's us using algebra. But you can go back to math. Just write it all out, cancel what's in top and bottom, and then simplify what you got left. You gotta do what you gotta do to get that 1,000 points, man.
I don't know how.
Alright, back.
Yes, ma'am.
Who we going to
Call on the ring.
next?
Call on the ring.
Pick the dinosaur.
You should call Trent.
I want to see what this Nah, he could have called. He could have called. Trevor don't.
Okay, we got the alien. The alien is in box 15. He is worth 1,000 points. What is that? And what is that? We're doing this problem.
Which one is it?
Oh, the alien problem 15. Yes. Hey, hey, turn around. Alright, all of those. What do you have left? You got any twos left? 3. Okay, going back. Okay, you're going?
Do not pick rainbows.
Alright, we got the Triceratops. Triceratops is in 9. Triceratops is only worth 100 points.
So I guess the bigger they are, the higher.
Check your areas up here. Are we in our first, our second, our third? Okay. Xavier again. What's the exponent on that 7? What's the exponent on that x? Two different answers will make this right. Okay, another 10 seconds. And I'm going back.
Someone picked the rainbow or the iron. I want to see it. That's supposed to be rainbow would be like.
Gotta have same base to add anything.
Just take this, but I.
Alright. Unfortunately, we have too many people who decide they want to get ready on day of tests. Who hasn't come up and gotten one for me? Mr. Johnson. Let's see what you're
Come on,
gonna do.
get the rainbow, please. Please, please. Yes, sir.
Oh, he got the rainbow.
The rainbow is not working. No,
It's
go to
working.
the
What is the problem, rainbow?
Go to the green art.
Oh, I thought it had went there. I thought I saw the. There you go. Oh.
What?
Man, that ain't good.
You can end it.
Let's
So that was
see.
rainbow to go zero? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. You guys are gonna have to help me pick out which ones we've already done.
We already did the do. It's really not the same. That's number 12. How is the rainbow is 12?
Rainbow is 12. Rainbow is 12.
Is this rainbow?
Okay.
Can you just subtract
Now, when I say write your answer in standard form, what do I mean about that standard form?
some over something?
Just to do the math. Let's evaluate. Gotta do the math. Alright. We got this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa.
Come on. Alright, who did we do?
We
The
did.
alien? We haven't done the.
We've done the alien. Don't tell me what we haven't done. I said, who did we do?
We did
done the
caveman.
mouse. We did the caveman, the brick wall.
Caveman,
We did the brick wall. Yeah, we did. We did the ninja.
brick wall.
We did the cat.
We did.
Mouse.
Did we do the mouse?
Yeah, mouse. And the one beside that, that little T-Rex.
Triceratops.
Triceratops.
We did ninja. We did.
Did we do the ninja?
Yes, we did.
We did.
What did that say?
It's a ninja.
And the cat?
And we did that one.
And the cowboy.
And we did the cowboy.
And then we did the sailboat.
Sailor.
Sailor.
We did the cowboy too.
We did cowboy.
And I did cowboy.
Alright. That should be it. Who's coming up to do the next one? Mr. Burks, come on.
Whoever that is, don't choose the pattern. It's gonna be a hard question to figure it out. Medium sized and best.
Alright, this is our number. Type it again.
No, I think it's good at the bottom, that's what. Oh my.
Oh.
What's the little blue dot? There, 100.
Well, I don't know which one we just lost, but.
Oh,
Alright.
I don't know about where it is.
Yeah, we already did this.
What?
We did.
Yes, we did. I got the problem.
We just did this one.
What did we just do?
But those were nine.
We just did the rainbow. No,
Wait a minute.
Alright, put that in 5. And
Where did that blue one?
I don't know, somebody said it was Lady Gaga.
Oh, I do one.
Looks like Princess Peach.
It does.
Peach, I don't know who Princess Peach
Princess
is.
Peach is from Mario.
I do another one.
Mr. Mason, Alright, we are doing the genie test.
It looks like a ladder.
It looks like a penguin.
It looks like
Good.
Oh, it looks like a penguin.
Okay. Okay, 200 points. The genie is in 7.
How many questions on the file?
7x to the second, but we already had that somewhere.
For number 9?
We're gonna have to figure out where they go when we get.
So just put number 5 tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't remember how many points it was. Okay,
Hold on, don't do it yet, don't do it
5 to the third divided by 5 to the second. What do I do with those exponents, guys? Subtract. 3 minus 2 gives me. So what's 5 to the 1?
5. Just 1.
Alright, so just 5.
Yeah, 5.
2 to the 6th divided by 2 to the third. What should I do with those exponents?
You get 2 to the 3rd.
So what is 2 to the, what is that? Guys, that's going to come again and again and again, so you might as well learn what it equals. 2 to the third equals 2 times 2 times 2. 8.
I have been doing it right.
Alright. One more step to finishing that out. Back.
Is that worth 200 points?
Alright, let's go to,
Paint.
what do you want?
Big green, the art dude.
Alright, the artiste. 4 to the negative 3.
Are you serious?
2 ways to answer that. That is the artist, that's number 2.
Wait, huh?
See, the biggest one got at least 1.
Okay. Getting ready to go back. Alright, who are we gonna hit next?
The dinosaur looking dude.
Which one?
Long neck. Long neck.
Alright, long neck.
Oh,
Long neck is in problem 19. Problem 19. Again, 2 has an exponent on it.
2.
100, I mean 200.
No, they need to multiply.
Hey,
No, 100.
guys are having these side conversations. Getting yourself behind, and you're asking your friends to catch you up, and now they're behind. So now everybody's behind. This is problem 2, the artist.
Wait, what? The artist? So this is a dime.
I'm sorry, this is the dinosaur, you're right.
I forgot what their dinosaur called.
Long neck.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back.
Ma'am.
Woolly mammoth, Snuffleupagus.
It's gonna be the flying guy that got the most points.
500 points.
What's
This is problem 17. Again. Over and over again. What's 2 to the 4th divided by 2 to the 4th? Same wrong answer over and over again. 1.
Don't forget right.
Alright, what is 4 minus 4? And again, what is any number in the world to the 0 power? 1. Alright, going back.
The
Let's
flying
get-
hat guy, or the one with the 2 buns.
The beanie.
Yeah.
Alright, the beanie is problem 16. Yes. Problem 16. Going back.
The lady with the
Princess whoever.
princess at the top.
Alright, she is problem 20. And she is 1,000 points.
Oh.
Alright, ready to go back?
No, ma'am.
So busy. Alright, let's get the princess. The princess is your problem 3. Alright,
The dude with the hat.
the dude with the hat.
The fancy guy.
Alright, Mr. Bowtie. Mr. Bowtie is problem 11. 11.
I'm sorry that we didn't do that blue one. We did do that. I think we did. Because I don't have it should be number 5.
What?
Number 5. That was what did you get for 9?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on.
Just a game, guys. Alright. Last one. This is your problem again.
What? No, I thought that's. Okay.
Did I multiply 5 times 5?
No. 5 is the same.
It's a base. It have to have the same base, and the base has to stay the same. Alright, are we missing any one of these?
Number 5. I already did number 5. How did y'all do number 5? It was the same.
Number 5 was the blue, that was 7.
What was the 5? Oh, wait. We just did. It was the same one as number 9.
Alright, this is 5 right here.
Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, 9.
Alright, now you got your markers. highlight your points. If you get it right, give yourself a highlight. See how many points we can collapse. Alright, on this one, where am I at? Am I on my product rule, my power rule, my quotient rule, or my inverse? Power multiply. So that's 7 to the 1 times 2, and x to the 1 times 2. So how should that look? 49 or 7 to the second. Either way, 7 to the second or 49. That's problem 5. If you got it right, highlight your points. And we kind of go back. All right. Then we had number 1 was the cat. Yes. If you did 7 to the second, okay, and again, guys, all day long I've been answering the same question. You gotta start getting focused with each other. 2 ways to answer that one. It could have been 7 to the second or 49. Okay? All right. Number 1 was our cat. 2 to the 1. 1. 2 to the what? Third. What is, again, you're going to see that 2 to the third over and over again. What does 2 to the third equal? No. 8. 2 times 2 is 4, right? 4 times 2 gives me 8. So 2 to the third or 8. And what else? X to the 12.
I would have been right if I did.
2 ways to answer this. 2 to the third, x to the 12. Alright, going back. How many points you got so far? 10,000? Because they're lying. Alright, 4 to negative 3. Again, hear me. 2 ways to answer this. What's one way? 1. What happens once you flip it?
Inverse number.
Once you flip it, what happens to that negative on that exponent? It becomes positive. So 1 over 4 to the third. Or what's 4 times 4? 16 times 4. 1 over 64. 1 over 64. What was the first way? 1 over 4 to the third. Or 1 over 60. Alright, going back. We are going to problem 3. Alright, one more time. Problem 3. Everybody heard? Nobody's going to ask me in about 15 seconds. What problem are we on? What problem are we on? 3. Alright, what should I have here? X to the 10th power. You have to keep asking me over and over the same questions because you cannot stop turning around and talking instead of staying focused. Power rule. Whoop, wrong one. Power rule. Gotta multiply. 5 times 2 gives you Again. Come on. All right, number 4 is our cowboy. Number 4. Everybody, at number 4. Negative exponent tells me to do what? Flip it. So 1 over 49 or 1 over 7 to the second power. I will take either way. You just wrote 7 to the second? Yes, that's fine. Alright. Back. How are we doing? Have we got over 1,000 points? Have we got over 8,000 points? 3,000 points? What? Number 5. We did 5. Number 6 is the sailor. Alright, what is this? What does this give me right here? Just a 4, right? 3 minus 2 is 1, so that's just 4. What about this one? 3 minus 6 is 1, so that's just 3. What about this one? 0, which is just a 1. What's 4 times 3? 12. So on this one, I should see. Come on back. Come on back. 12. Alright. Number 7 is a genie. My genie was 5 to the third divided by 5 to the second, which is just a 5, right? 2 to the third over 2 to the 6. 2 to the 6 over 2 to the third. 2 to the third, which is equal to 8. So what's my answer? Alright. Mouse. We're on the mouse. We're on the mouse. We're on the mouse. What do I do with my exponents on this one? Subtract. So 8 to the, what's 12 minus 9? 8 to the third. Or, can anybody give me 8 times 8 times 8? 8 times 8 is 64. I got another 8 there.
512.
512. Okay. Going back. Alright, where are we at? Triceratops. Triceratops was 500 points. We are in block 9.
Wait a minute.
We can't be on any one problem. We have to be on 15 different problems here. Even if you don't have any needs, you're going to go look at a different problem and start talking about it.
Oh, let's go start this on the wrong one.
Alright, so what should this be? 5 to the 12. This is my product. Right? Look. AA. 5, 5. Exponent. Exponent. You don't see the similarities there?
No.
Again, this is just going to be a decision where you're going to decide to learn this stuff or not. We didn't get it?
That's not a question we had. We had the one on number.
Yeah, it showed the same one on number 5. I'll to you.
Well, put yourself 500 points in. What should the answer be? 5 to the 12. Alright, what problem was that supposed to be? That was 9, so we are doing 10. This guy up here. What should I have? 5 to the 8th power. 5 to the 8th power. 625 times 625. Be a very big number. Okay, where are we at next? Alright, bow tie guy. X to the 15th power. X to the 15th. That's a multiplying, guys. That's your second one right there. Rainbow. On the rainbow. Again, 2 to 6. Divided by 2 to the 3rd. 2 to the 3rd, which equals 6 to 4. Divided by 6 to the 3rd. Just 6. So what should my answer be? 48. Okay, we are down on problem 13. That is the ninja. He said, add, subtract, multiply, divide. What should I be doing? Subtracting. 2 ways I can answer this. 7 to the 2nd or 49. Okay. Going back. We need the caveman. Come on, caveman. Alright. And now again, 2 ways. Is it supposed to be 3 to the 3rd? What is it supposed to be? 1 over 3 to the 3rd. You have got to quit with this goal of just answering. You gotta get the right answer. Instead of just 1 over 3 to the 3rd. Or 1 over 27. 3 times 3 gives me a 9. And 9 times 3 gives me 27. So 3 to the 3rd. 1 over 3 to the 3rd. Or 1 over 27. Either way. Aww. There we go. Alright, we are on the alien. Only one way to answer this, and it is 8,000 points. 1 over 4. That's a negative exponent. Negative exponent says you got to flip it over. Alright. Okay, I am at the beanie. 10 to the 8th times 10 to the 6th power. 10 to the 14. And you subtract. shot with, should have been 10 to the 14th. Alright, now we are on snuffleupagus. Man, you didn't have the best shows ever if you don't know snuffleupagus. Alright, 2 to the 4th over 2 to the 4th. Again, that's a 1. Well, you're the only one that can change that. And you got a test coming up, so you got to figure out what's going to do to change that. What's my answer here?
36.
This is 1, right? 4 minus 2 gives me 6 to the 2nd power. And 6 times 6 is 36.
I only got 16 wrong, but didn't know what
Alright. Almost there. We're at the brick wall. Problem 18. Just 6. 4 minus 3 is just a 1, right? So that is just 6. Alright. And long neck. Alright, what number should I have out front? 4a to the 4th. 4 times a to the 4th. Okay. And Lady Gaga. To the 3rd power. Don't forget when you flip it over, that negative 3 becomes a positive 3. So 1 over 6 to the 3rd power. Alright, how many points did you get? 10,000.
I got all mine.
Well, you add them all up.
I got all my
Okay. In your notebook. How many you get? 8,000. 9,000. Okay. Looking at tonight's homework. Mouse goes, please. Number 1. I have 5 to the 3rd, and I've got to write it in standard form. So what am I going to write? Please quit playing around, or you can go stand somewhere else. 5 to the 3rd power. If I expand it, I got 5 times 5 times 5, right? Base is telling me what, exponent is telling me how many, what is that equal to? 5 quarters give me $1.25. Number 3. I'm not going to go through the whole problem, but I do want to ask you, look at your problem 3, please. How many negatives are in that problem 3? isn't the negative inside the parentheses?
Oh.
I've got 2 negative 6s. How many negatives are in problem 5? So because that is in the parentheses, right? That means I've got a negative 6 and a negative 6. Now when I'm multiplying, an even exponent is going to give me what kind of answer? Positive. An odd exponent is going to give me a negative, right? Up at the top there where it says write in standard form, you're solving. All right, jumping down to the next section. 9. 5 to the 3rd times 5 to the 6th. Please look above number 9 and read. What does it tell you to do? Add them. So what do I have here? Right? Okay, looking at problem 15. I have 5 to the 3rd divided by 5 to the 1. I am good.
I just wanted to remind y'all about the dress up day tomorrow. 6th grade, you need to dress up as the 50s. 7th grade will dress up as the 80s. 8th grade will dress up as the 70s. And faculty and staff will dress up as the 90s. Football players, if you wear your jerseys, you will be counted towards the dress up days. So again, football players, if you wear your jersey, you will be counted. So teachers, make sure you do count your football players if you see them wear a jersey. Please make sure that you do dress up tomorrow to show support for our boys as they play against the Trojans. Go Eagles!
Okay. We are on problem 15. Please I do not have time to wait for you to have your conversations and then. That's where you're losing your time at. Look at problem 15. What does it say for rule 2? Quotient rule do what? M to the m, a to the m minus m. So what should I do with this? What? 2. 5 to the 2nd power. Well, how else could I write that? What does this tell me? Multiplying 5s. How many of them? 2. So what does that give me? 25. Either or. On your test, some of them come to you like 5 to the 2nd, others will come to us 25. You gotta be able to flip between them. Alright. Rule 3. Rule 3. What does it tell me to do? Multiply. So if I have problem 23, 5 to the 3rd to the 6th, what do I have?
What number is this? 21?
23.
That's 20. That's 21.
21. Yes. So what do I have? 5 to the 18. 5 to the 3 times 6. 5 to the 18. No, you do not have to multiply all that out. Okay, what does it say? Go, no, go That's not 5/3. 5/3 is a fraction. It's 5 to the
Third power.
third power, which means I have how many fives? Yeah. Yeah. Done with. Alright. Mixed review. Times 3 to the fifth. Which of my rules does this work on? My first one, my second one, my third one. Which one of these rules does that board look like? And so I have a 1 here. So 2 plus 1 plus 5. So 3 to the 8th power. Looking at problem 29. Problem 29. Which one of these here on the board does problem 29 look like? So I should have 2 to the third. What? 2 to the third. 2 to the 3 times 3 gives me 9. Multiplying. Look at problem 27. What is that? Division symbol. How do we normally write a division symbol? A fraction, and we do what? Subtract. So I should have n to the 7th power. Alright, what's 2 times 9? Is that even or odd?
Even.
So on problem 30, is my answer going to be positive or negative? Even is positive, right? So whatever it is positive. Alright, you got the rest to work on. Every set of problems has its own rules, its own set of instructions, tells you what to do. Those where you make up your own.